Hey guys, it's Jonathan Rogers, Technical Director of Grinding Your Games here, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about the performance improvements that we're working on for Path of Exile 2.4.0. So basically up here what you'll see is the frame profiler, and what this thing is it's a way for us to see where the time in the frame is going and the process of rendering a Path of Exile frame, so that we can work out how to improve it. And basically, for example, this blue part here is the simulation part of the frame. That's where we're working out we're doing particle effects and animation and pathfinding and all sort of gameplay and other things that are going on. And then the yellow section here is the rendering parts. That's where we're telling your GPU what to do, how to render a frame. And basically, if you're under this line here, then you're getting 60 FPS. If you're under this line up here, then you're getting 30 FPS. And obviously it can go higher and slower and slower. So right now we're actually limited to 60 FPS by the screen recording software I'm using, which is why there's a red bar here. So if it wasn't for that, then I'd probably be getting about 120 FPS here. And as you can see, we're only using one core of a CPU, and that's kind of been something that's been true for Path of Exile for a long time. We do have more threads for resource loading and that kind of thing, but until recently we haven't really been doing anything with the rest of your cores during actual rendering. So now what I've done is I've just turned on the new multi-threading mode that we're doing in 2.4.0. So as you can see, a lot of the simulation part of the frame has been pushed out into the other cores, and in this particular area that hasn't really achieved a lot. Like if I put the mouse where we were getting before, and then it's maybe 10-15% improvement, which is obviously not what we're looking for. We're looking for much larger improvements than that. But the reason for that is because there's not really a lot going on here, and what you'll find is that the more that is happening on screen at once, the more the multi-threading will help you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into a map here, and then we'll sort of see what we get with a bit more action on the screen. So already as I'm walking around here, you can see there's a lot more going on in these threads, and if I change between these two, you can see that the performance has improved quite significantly. So as I start to kill monsters, hopefully what you should see is that we're not dropping any frames, we're still maintaining 60 FPS the whole time, and we're happy. If I change back to the old mode, you can see we're in the 30 FPS zone, we're not very happy, back to multi-thread again, and things are good. But in order to really show you the benefits of this under load, what I want to do is, this character's just killing everything really fast, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on a cheat where I've now got minus 99% damage, and then I'm just going to gather a whole pile of monsters and then attack them. And if I change, this is with the multi-threaded mode, we're filling up all of our threads pretty nicely there, we're getting good performance. If I change to not multi-threaded mode, we're getting garbage performance. We're going to 15 FPS, 7 FPS, that kind of thing, back to multi-threading, and we're doing pretty well again. There's obviously a lot of action going on the screen now. And that is definitely a sort of 2x or maybe even more performance improvement under high load. And that's basically just to make so you don't drop frames under high amounts of action. Now I just want to mention the fact that this only matters if you are not GPU bound. So basically if you're bound by your graphics card, then no amount of CPU optimization is going to help you. But if you're not bound by that, if you've got a good graphics card, so for example in this computer I'm running a GeForce 780, and which is hopefully relatively mid-range by now, for a new computer at least. The GPU is keeping up just fine, and the problem is the CPU. So that's where this optimization stuff really helps. And I also like to mention that this wasn't me mostly who was working on this. This was a programmer called Vincent. Ever since we've hired him, he's been working on performance optimization for the game, and that's something that we're really hoping is going to make everyone happy for 2.4.0. So one of the detail about this is that we actually are planning on releasing an opt-in version of this feature for 2.3.0, hopefully within a few weeks. And the reason for that is because when you add multi-threading to an engine, it's very easy to accidentally introduce a lot of bugs, because you get a lot of bugs where things didn't used to happen at the same time and now they do. So we're kind of concerned about that. So we want to make sure we get this right with a limited subset of our users, and basically have the option to turn it on and off during 2.3.0, and then by the time we get to 2.4.0, we should hopefully have ironed out all of the bugs and everything should be good, and we'll go that way going forward. So we're really excited about this feature. Hopefully you guys are pretty keen as well, and I guess the next thing after that is going to be moving to D3D11 and the performance optimizations that's going to bring. But I think that will probably be more like a 2.5.0 feature. What that's going to do is reduce this. If I just get rid of these monsters here. Over here, you can see that the thing that's limiting the frame a lot of the time is this yellow bar up here, and that's basically because in D3D9 you can't thread the actual rendering. So in D3D11, it's both faster to do this step. We've seen benefits of about cutting about 50% off that yellow part. But also you can actually thread the rendering, so for example you can render all the different shadow maps at the same time, and that kind of thing. So yeah, we've seen some good benefits there, but that's going to be a little bit further off. So yeah, thank you very much for watching the video, and hopefully there are good things coming soon. Bye.